What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and I'm back. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody who support me, who support this platform, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. It's very much appreciated. Much love. Shout out to everybody. One love to the masculine mercenaries. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in right now. I need y'all to do two things for me. I need y'all to make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button and share the show. Hit the like button and share the show. Y'all see the title, man. Yup, y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what it is. And for a minute now, we've been coming up with different names. We've been coming up with different names for these characters. We've been calling them Maggles, um, Nifnon, Simps, uh, um, just we just had a bunch of different names. But I'm starting to see that it's actually deeper than what we think for them. To us, we make it a joke. We don't really take these guys serious. But from what I've been seeing, these guys are serious, man. Yeah, dishwashers, yeah. Uh-huh. But these guys are actually serious. Um, I don't know if y'all can hear it, but these guys are very serious in their mission. Because this is actually a mission for them. You know, um, Especially over there with Sergeant Dishonorable. You know, it's a mission for guys like him. It is his duty. It is some of these guys' duty to actually um uphold the integrity of the gynocracy. They feel that this is what they must do as men. This is their way of protecting them. This is what men are supposed to do. These are the things that you hear these guys say. We have to do this because this is going to save the community. This is what's being said by these men. So, with that being said, I'm calling these guys Gynocratic mercenaries. They're mercenaries. They are mercenaries for the gynocracy. They are willing to take anyone out who oppose the gynocracy. Like, for real. Like, they're more than just guard dogs. Like I said, this is their mission. This is what they feel they must do. So, to the guys that are in opposition to that, they are very, very brutal. They would like to be very brutal with guys like us. This is why they go so hard on their channels. This is why they say the shit that they say. This is why when they speak with such bravado and like you can hear the angst and the anger in their voice. You can hear it. They take what we say very, very offensive. Almost more of they be more offended than the women, actually. They're actually more offended than the women are. Like, I really believe that some of these guys, if they had a chance, they would try to take it past, just this whole YouTube thing and debating. I think they will take it past that. And not because they're tough or none of that, but because it's their mission to uphold the gynocracy. And I believe that some of these guys are willing to prove their loyalty in that way. And I've said this before. A lot of these guys, they have the potential to be kamikaze. Like, these guys are bug outs. They bugged out. That's why they go so hard. That's why they go so hard. That's why they make sure that they continue to fire shots at whoever speaks against the gynocracy. This is why. They do it because at the end of the day, the gynocracy is all they have. This is why a lot of these guys, they're against the whole self-improvement thing. They're against doing better, being better for themselves. Because the gynocracy is all they have. Because you may start doing better and begin to realize that you don't need the gynocracy. They was fooling you all this time. They was making you believe that you needed them. You don't need them. But for some of these guys, man, the gynocracy is all they have at this point in their life, or so they may feel that way. But for some of these guys, the gynocracy is all they have. For some of these guys, it's too late. They've made their bed, they decide to lay in it, and it is what it is. And these are your guys that you hear that's going so hard. Because at this point, it's pretty much too late for them. They done pretty much threw in the towel. These guys already done made up in their mind that for the rest of their life, they're going to kiss ass to get what they want. That's it. They're not willing to work to really get the things that they want out of life no more. They're content. Some of these guys are married and they're just content with that. Whatever comes with it, they're willing to deal with that for the rest of their life. They don't see a reason to want any more. So y'all have to understand too why these guys, you know, why they take this whole speaking against the gynocracy and banning the gynocracy is such a big thing for them, for some of these guys. Some of these guys is at a certain point in their life where, like I said, they married or they're in a relationship that they feel like if they leave, they can't recover from. You know, a lot of guys fear the unknown. And that's something that as men, we gotta get over. We have to. You can't be afraid of not knowing what's gonna happen next. Because if you're afraid of what's gonna happen, of not knowing what's gonna happen next, and because of that, you don't make a move, then what you actually doing is you are thinking and acting feminine. Because women only move on surety because women are nesters. So a woman has to know that if she's gonna live with you, or if y'all gonna cohabitate, she has to she has to know to a certain extent that she's gonna be safe living with you. There has to be some surety there. Men, we can't live our lives like that. We can't. But this is why a lot of these guys are fighting against us. And they're trying their best to push back. We're trying to create a whole nother narrative. They're doing this because they need the gynocracy. They have nothing else. You know, there's a lot of, you know, older guys, man, that still live with their parents. You know, they still live with their parents. And their whole life is based around them living with their elderly parent. So it's like both of the parent and the child is in a codependent relationship because the child never left home. So now that the parent is sick, the parent depends on the child to be there to take care of him. And with the child still being there, they have a free place to live. Bills are paid, food money for food is going to be available. It's a free ride. It's a free ride. A lot of these guys are are in those kind of predicaments in their romantic relationships too. So they can't speak out against the gynocracy because they don't want to get out of it. They don't see no reason to. Like I said before, who wants to wake up from a wet dream? Who wants to wake up from that at the end of the day? A lot of guys look at it like, hey, shit, is I got the little bit of things that I want, and I'm good with that. See, we have to understand too, man. I know over here with the masculine mercenaries, we speak we speak highly of things. We have high expectations and goals that we want for ourselves. So a lot of times you don't hear a lot of us speak on the fact that there's a lot of men that don't want much out of life. But there is a lot of men that don't want a lot out of life. There, you know how a lot of women say, "Oh, men are simple. Y'all don't want much." There are a lot of men that are like that. There are a lot of men that are like that. There are a lot of men that don't mind living off of a woman. They don't mind. They don't feel no kind of way about it. It's not that they're in a situation, it's not that they're in a relationship on anything like that. They're just specifically with this woman because they have nowhere to go. There's a lot of men that are okay with that. It's not like, dude going through a fucked up time in his life. There's a lot of dudes that don't mind living like that, period. These are the guys who's defending the gynocracy. There's guys out here who don't mind tricking for the rest of their life. They don't mind being a woman's sponsor for the rest of their life. There's guys who have came to that realization and who's willing to accept it. This is why they don't see what we see. They don't see what we see because, for one, they've chose to live in the illusion. But that illusion suits what they want to be and how they want to live. And this is why we're getting the pushback on the gynocracy. Because some dudes don't want more. They don't want much. Shout out to R Jizzle on that Cash App, man. Appreciate you, dog. Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV. That's the Cash App, y'all. $SheepStaySleepTV. But there's a lot of men who don't want their own kingdom, who don't want to rule their own castle. There's a lot of men that are like that. And they're comfortable in this position. They like fucking. That's like a female that is willing to just live high off the hog and not do nothing, not accomplish nothing, just sit around and just enjoy the fruits of someone else's labor. Shout out to my brother JT. Appreciate it, bro. And then you have some women who want to work, who want to accomplish things and help you accomplish things. Dollar Wash, appreciate it. He said it's a lot of men that don't want to operate like men. Exactly. A lot of dudes operate like women and they're okay with it. A lot of guys have a nest-like mentality. They think like women and they act like it. These are your gynocratic mercenaries. These are your guys getting on panels having hissy fits and telling dudes to stop talking about the gynocracy. These are those guys sounding like women. Why don't y'all just shut up? Why don't you just stop talking about it? Sounding like women. Isn't that what women? Isn't that what your girl will say if you say some shit she don't like, and she knows it's the truth, but she just don't want to agree with that shit? Isn't that some shit she'll say? Well, just stop talking about it. So what? Just stop talking about it. Let's stop talking about it. That's how y'all niggas sound. But y'all not saying nothing to none of these broads that's running around trashing black men still. Even while they dead. Y'all not telling them to stop doing nothing. But because we speaking out on what they're doing, we need to shut up. We don't need to say nothing about it. Bruh, we've been quiet for too long. That's the fucking problem. We've been quiet for too long. How long do you want us to be quiet? I don't understand. Shout out to AM on that Cash App. Shout out to Darren on the Cash App. Appreciate it, man. The Cash App is $SheepStaySleepTV, y'all. $SheepStaySleepTV. But see, I understand why y'all must do what y'all doing. Because the gynocracy is y'all air. Y'all breathe. Y'all eat, sleep, shit, and breathe the gynocracy. Women are heirs to y'all thrones. Women are the reason why you are the way you are. Women have built you up. I get it. I understand. I understand. I know what y'all mean. I know at some of your lowest points, there was a woman there to help you, to assist you. I know, I get it. I get it. But see, remember, she only was there to help you so you can get better to help her. See, for the most part, most women always have ulterior motives, even when they helping your ass. See, they claim that they helping you, but if once they do what they do for you, in return gives them something, then did they really help you, or did they really create a situation for them to get something that they always fucking wanted? See, you niggas really don't be thinking. You niggas really don't be thinking. Y'all really don't understand how manipulative women can be. And this is not me saying this to tell guys not to deal with women. This is for y'all to understand shit. Cause I had to learn this shit. I had to see it for myself. I still see it all the time. I'm in a fucking relationship. I'm in a relationship. So let me ask y'all something. If you in a relationship and you sick, right? You sick. Your woman wanna fuck. You can't fuck because you sick. Now, of course, she's your woman. She want to see you do better. Tom Malone, appreciate it, bro. The Cash App is $SheepStaySleepTV, y'all. Now, of course, she don't want you to be sick, because she love you and, she wants you to be better. But think about why she really wants you to be better. Because, nigga, if you better, you could give us some dick. So, nigga, of course, she gonna nurse your ass back to good health. She ain't just nursing you back to good health, nigga, so you could be, up and about and on YouTube and playing the game and shit. No, nigga, when you get back to good health, you better give up some dick. See? So that's how a lot of these guys become mercenaries too. Because when they was down and a woman was there to help them, and there wasn't no men around to help them, they begin to put women on a pedestal because that woman was there. So now it's, oh, the black woman is God because she nursed me back to health. When I was down and nobody was there, the black woman was there. She was there to feed me. Nigga, did you ever think why she fed you? Okay, you was hungry, nigga. And she was hungry for something too. See, don't ever let women make you think that they going out their way for you. Because for the most part, they're not. They want something in return, even if it's your fucking attention. There's females out here that'll pay for your attention. If you talk to them the way they want to be talked to, when they want to be talked to, they'll send you money. There's women right here on YouTube like that. So don't think, nigga, because she was there when nobody else was there, she's on a pedestal now, nigga. No, she's not. Because she didn't just help you because you needed help. She saw you needed help, but she also saw that you could help her with something, nigga. Even if it's just tuning up her engine. The one in between her legs, nigga, even if it's just for that. So don't make it seem like she did some grandiose shit. Because for the most part, they not gonna do all that. Now, if you tell me the broad emptied her goddamn bank account on you, now that's something different. Then I could see you putting her on the pedestal. When she done bought your ass a house, a car, and situated your whole life, then I could see you putting her on a pedestal. But if she not doing that, dog, come on, man. It's not that deep. It's not. Because I'm pretty sure you paid her back tenfold. I'm pretty sure. But this is how guys become gynocratic mercenaries. You got dudes who are okay with existing in the gynocracy because they really don't want much out of life. And then you got the guys who've put women on a pedestal because at one point in their life when they was down, it was only a woman there. So it's like you can't speak against black women because I know some black women that was there for me when I was fucked up. Even the guys that's speaking against the gynocracy know women and been with women that done been there for them when they was down. What the fuck that's supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean? How many chicks you met and they were down? See, this is what men gotta get to. We gotta get to that point. Everything is we have to reward a woman for her doing something that she's supposed to do. Because you got these black women on here talking about how much they love black men and how they want to be allies to black men. But whenever they do something for black men that they supposed to do based on what they say out their mouth, they want a reward for it. They want a fucking cookie. Oh, when I met him, he didn't have a job and I was looking out for. That's what the fuck you supposed to do. Don't you love black men? You act like you ain't never been with a nigga when your crazy ass didn't deserve to be with this good dude. And he helped your nut ass. And he helped your struggling ass. Oh, but when black men start talking about that, oh, you got these black men throwing it in our face. Oh, why we gotta be throwing it in your face when we remind you what the fuck we do for you? Why I gotta be we throwing something in y'all face? But we gotta put you on a goddamn cloud when you do something for us. You niggas better start thinking about what y'all be saying when y'all be getting on these panels. Cause y'all niggas be sounding like mercenaries for the gynocracy. Sitting here kissing women's asses because they did something for you when you was down. So what? So what? So what, nigga? She did it. She did it because she knew she'd get something in return. These women don't date the niggas they date for no reason. She knew you was broke, nigga, when she saw you. When she met you, she knew you was broke. But she still wanted to fuck with you, right? So she had her own reasons. That's why she helped you get on your feet. That's why she bought you sneakers and bought you a new wardrobe and all that, nigga. Because you was paying something for it in some aspects. So stop putting them on clouds. Because the shit you do, they always gonna minimize it. They're always gonna talk about how little you do. But you gotta supersize they shit. You gotta supersize they shit. Gotta supersize that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Everything supersized with them. Yeah, she bought me some Jordans. She bought me the new sevens, and she bought me 2K. And look what my girl bought me for Christmas. And you gotta supersize it. You gotta supersize it. Do she do that for you? Do she make it a big deal when you go out your way and do something for her? Or is it like, oh, babe, thank you? But your ass on Instagram, Facebook, posting pictures. Look what my baby bought me. Yeah, nigga, yeah. But she texting her homegirl the pictures and shit that she bought you. I mean, the pictures and shit of the shit you bought her. Yeah, girl, look. Yeah, he bought me the new Uggs. Yeah, you know, I got the new Uggs. Minimizing your shit. Like, that shit ain't nothing. Yeah, he bought me the new Uggs, even though them shits was 500. Oh, yeah, he bought me the new Uggs. Yeah. Yeah. Your shit ain't plastered all over her Facebook wall. Niggas be going ham. She bought me. Niggas be mercenaries for the gynocracy. That's why you can't say nothing. That's why we gotta shut up. We need to just shut up. You know? Shout out to Thinking Man's Templar. He put out a video earlier where he was like, niggas be acting like you ain't never had no women. Like you don't understand because you ain't never have a woman buy you nothing. That's how these niggas be talking. You know why y'all keep talking about the gynocracy? Because you ain't never have a woman do this. And you ain't, nigga, how you know? And if you did have that, so what? You don't think that you're worth that? Because you acting like it's something so spectacular. So you act like you a nigga that don't even deserve what you bragging about. That's why you bragging. You bragging because you think it's something that big. And that's because the way you look at yourself. And how I know that's because I used to look at myself like that. Until I got with a woman who actually buy me gifts. Before that, I didn't know how to accept gifts from women. Because I was so used to not getting no gift. I didn't know how to accept birthday gifts and Christmas gifts and shit like that. Because I was so used to not getting them. So when I start getting them, I'm like, oh shit. But see, I understand where that come from. That's coming out of they call it the spirit of lack. When you're not used to some shit and you start getting it becomes, it's like you almost you begin to kind of worship it. And you begin to look at it in a way as if other people didn't experience what you've experienced. And it's because you new to it. You feel me? Hit that like button for me, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. The Cash App is $SheepStaySleepTV. And that's what that comes from. So you got guys, when they get certain shit from women, they put it on a scale as if other guys never experienced it. So it's like, well, nigga, you need to shut up because you ain't never get this. You ain't never done this with a woman. Like, nigga, yes, I did. And I want more than that. I had that before. I want more than that. And this is and once again, shout out to Thinking Man's Templar, man, because that's what he was talking about in the video. I know that's what he was alluding to, because that's how a lot of these dudes be talking. When you don't know what kind of experiences dudes done had with females. So you gynocratic mercenaries, at the end of the day, guess what you're doing? You're shooting in the jungle and you're hitting trees. You're not hitting none of us. And all you're gonna do is run out of ammo and have to retreat. You're gonna be left there looking stupid, because that's what you're doing, defending the gynocracy. Because guess what you silly Negroes don't know? We're actually trying to save y'all too. This is why we're speaking for Black men. We're trying to save y'all too. We want all our brothers to get out. This is not just a me and my crew thing. No, this is a collective. I want me and my homies, you and your homies, and everybody else in their crew. I want us all to get free from this shit. My number one thing when I get up here and I speak to us brothers is, I want us at the end of the day to be happy. That's my concern. And whatever you got to do to be happy is what it's about. Because life is too short, man. Life is too short, man. Look at all the money Kobe had, man. Couldn't take none of it with him. Still died tragically. Shout out to the masculine mercenaries on the Cash Apps, man. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Kendra, the Madam Mercenary. Shout out to BJ on the Cash App. Appreciate y'all. The Cash App is $SheepStaySleepTV, y'all. But this is what I want for brothers. I want us to be happy, man. And I don't mean happy because we have enough money to have everything around us secure. Because that's one thing with us men that we focus on. This is why we so hell bent on getting money and doing business. Because we focusing on having everything around us financially secure. Because we looking at it, because this goes back to gynocratic programming. We was raised to worry about ourselves last. So let me go out in the world, accumulate all the resources to make sure all the women and the children are good. Then I could focus on me. And this is what I appreciate about the brothers in the Black manosphere. What they're saying is, no, we need to focus on us. as individuals first. Because from us, everything else follows. So if we gotta take care of every goddamn body, shouldn't we be worrying about us first? Because without us, it's no y'all. And this is what brothers is talking about. Stop being the sacrificial lamb. Because for the most part, a lot of us black men don't even get to see that many generations of our family after we take care of maybe one or two generations. Think about how many of us know our great 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 grandfathers, black men. How many of us know our grandfather's father? I'm talking about know him, spend time with him and everything. Not you know him because you knew him because he was in a hospice or something like that. A lot of us don't. Exactly. Grown folks TV, we die early. And you know what that comes from? That comes from us in the Gynocratic program of going out in the world, slaying the dragon, coming home, making sure everybody's okay, and then worrying about us. You see? And see, we have to start thinking about ourselves first, because even the brothers that have accumulated resources and they got money, when these brothers get sick, all their resources go back to the goddamn system. And even with money, we become burdens on our family. Then people want to throw you in nursing homes and shit like that. A lot of us men in general, we don't even, we don't even think about our health until we got the money we want. We don't think about our health. Nigga, long as we wake up in the morning, we could take a couple shots and don't have to go to the hospital or some shit like that. You could drink a little bit. You still could get into a fight and not die. You know what I'm saying? We think about this bread. And this is why after we got all our bread, we be laying up in somebody's hospice with all our money getting spent right there. We can't even watch our great grandchildren graduate from college or graduate from high school or go to their games and shit like that. Now we could give up the money for it, but we would never be there because we're not thinking about ourselves. People don't understand that itself is gynocratic programming. For you to do it all for everybody but you. At the end of the day, you don't even know what make you happy. And this is why you hear a lot of old black men saying, as long as What makes them happy is seeing other people happy. I don't want to be that kind of old black man. I want to be happy because I'm actually fucking happy. I don't want to be happy because I can see my grandchildren smiling, or I could see my sons or my daughters or whatever at an older age and living their life. I actually want to be happy within me. And a lot of us are not like that because a lot of us are busy being what? Gynocratic mercenaries. Niggas dying shame. You lived your whole life for somebody else. You lived your whole life for the approval of somebody else. That's going to be written on you dudes' tombstones when you die a gynocratic mercenary. And you know what the gynocracy going to do? Throw some dirt on that nigga. Next. Next. No honor. There's no honor in the gynocracy. So why would you be a mercenary for the gynocracy? Why? There's no honor in that. There's no valor in that. You're going to die just like a lot of our elderly black men. Dying unhappy, unfulfilled, sitting back in the wheelchair watching everybody enjoying the fruits of your labor. You got people in your family acting like they don't even want to speak to you no more. And you done paid for some of these people to go through school. Don't you know that's how a lot of black men live their lives as old men? But we need to shut up because we advocating for our happiness. We need to shut up. Yeah, you sound just like that woman. You sound just like her. You know, the one that you uplifting and putting on a cloud? You sound like her. Shut up. Because black men ain't supposed to speak about them being happy and them being fulfilled and them having what they want to have outside of some goddamn parameters that we didn't even goddamn create. Out of some guidelines that we never came up with. Oh well, you not a good man if the woman and the children in the house ain't happy. You must ain't handling your business as a man. You know, dumb shit like that. Dumb gynocratic shit like that. We was raised on that kind of shit. You better not go to bed and your wife mad at you. This is the kind of shit I used to hear as a little boy. That's the kind of shit I used to hear as a little boy. But you supposed to be the king of the castle. You supposed to be chief, front line and center. But It's about everybody else being happy in order for you to be happy. Listen to that. See, because a lot of, and see, this is this is why you gynocratic mercenaries are so heated right now. Because you got brothers on here that is actually debunking the program. We finding the glitches in these programs. See, we never actually took these gynocratic programs and actually broke these shits down. See, y'all don't even understand that y'all still up under these gynocratic programs. A lot of you niggas, even the ones who think y'all got women figured out. See, if the man is the leader of the family, he's the head. So if that's the case, why am I only being recognized and respected for doing my job when everyone else is happy and I'm not? Why does everyone else's happiness represent the approval of me doing my job as a man? But my unhappiness and misery represents me doing my job. That's what that's actually telling the gynocracy, which in return is reporting directly to white supremacy and telling Zaddy that he's doing his, I'm doing my job, Zaddy. He's unhappy and miserable, but he's making sure we're okay. He's in line. He's in line. So you want us to shut up for breaking shit down like that? You want us to not talk about this? You don't want young black men to understand this kind of shit because they grew up hearing the same shit. Like Ving Rhames told Tyrese and Baby Boy, nigga, this is a repeat. This is a repeat, young buck. So you think these young black men that's coming up don't hear some of this same shit? Boy, you better get on out there and get you a job so you can find you a nice wife and have a family and raise your family. Never once do we ever hear, boy, you better go out and get you something in life for you so you could be happy because life is short. Black men are not told that. We're not even told that by our own mothers. We are told to go and be workers, to go and work. Nobody cares about our mental health. Nobody cares about our emotional state. Nobody cares about that shit. Oh, but when you got black men that's starting to stand in solidarity for that, we need to shut up. This is what we're hearing from other black men. These gynocratic mercenaries. We need to shut up. But then wonder why you got men snapping out, killing whole families. You wonder why you got men that are alcoholics. You wonder why black men can't put the weed down. We can't put the cigarettes down. You wonder why. Oh, you don't know why? Oh, niggas just smoke a bunch of weed all the time because they lazy and they don't want to do shit. See, that's those white supremacist talking points. You think a nigga just smoke weed because he don't want to do nothing with his life. But then now that they legalizing weed, and in certain states you can work and still smoke weed, now you got niggas not even saying that no more. But before, it was, oh, all black men want to do is sit at home and smoke weed and play the game. You see how these niggas don't even think with their own brain? They just regurgitate. These gynocratic mercenaries. Nobody tells us to go out in the world and seek happiness. Do whatever you want to go do as long as you happy. I hear other groups of people tell their children that. You could be whatever you want to be. We don't tell our children that. We tell our children, you're going to be this, you're going to be that. It's never about happiness, man. Especially to our black boys. We never speak on them doing shit that makes them happy. It's never about happiness. Boy, you gotta work. Fuck being happy. You'll be happy when you retire at 65 or at 70. Then you, at 70 years old, then you can worry about being happy. Because now your job is done as a man. You worked, you collecting a pension, you getting your you getting your Social Security. You've done your job. You 70 now. Now worry about you. Nigga halfway dead at 70. Some niggas don't see 70. So black men gotta worry about being happy at 70. 70 years old, we could worry about being happy. We could worry about feeling fulfilled. At 70. After our great-great-grandchildren done graduated high school. Now we could be happy, black men. When your grandchildren's children is going to college. Now, you could be happy now, black man. Focus on you now. Focus on your health. Focus on your mental health. You'll be okay. If anything's wrong, you have money and the insurance to go and they'll take care of you because you worked. You worked your whole life. This is how we are treated, black men. Oh, you don't gotta worry about if you get sick because you got A1 Medicaid. People be more focused on your resources than your well-being. Let me repeat that. People are more focused on black man's ability to obtain resources than our well-being. This is why they're telling us to shut up. Don't talk about the gynocracy. Because of the black men that are speaking on the horror stories, the pain and anguish that they went through. How they had to rebuild their whole mindset. We need to shut up. We don't need to remind these women of the shit that they put us through. We need to shut up. You want to know why? You want to know why black men are defeated? But when we start explaining why, now it's shut up. You want to know why black men ain't got no power collectively? But when we start talking about it, it's shut up. And you know why it's shut up? Because them women know that it's women responsible for it. Because if it starts in the goddamn house, and we already established with research that programming starts in the womb. So a child is pre-programmed in his mama's womb. So the programming of the gynocracy begins in her womb. Like when she's telling you why she's in her stomach, it's me and you against the world. Do you wonder why so many black boys running around here saying they don't need their father? Fuck their father. Cause I got my mother. It's just me and you against the world. And I'm gonna do a show about this. Cause I'm gonna let you young boys know. Your mama can't save you from the world. So even though you remember when she used to tell you that when you was a little boy, it's just you and her against the world. But now you 17 and you 6'2", and you wear size 14, and she can't afford them Jordans, and all your homies is outside making money. Mama can't save you from that. You're gonna need a man in your ear. You're gonna need a man in your ear. See? So I'm gonna do a show on that too. Because this is why a lot of y'all have decided to become gynocratic mercenaries too. You believe that the gynocracy is gonna preserve your life and is gonna always be here to protect you. You think the gynocracy is your shield of facing the world and facing yourself. So you use the gynocracy and say, well, I don't have to look at the world for what it really is. I can just exist in this space, and it is what it is. So shout out to y'all that's in the chat room, man. I see y'all in the building. That's a fact. We are our own agency. We are our own agency. We have to be. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Make sure you hit that like button. Hit the like button and share the show. CashApp $SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. You would like to donate? CashApp donations is accepted. $SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. You got a question or something? Put it through the super chat. I'm gonna read a couple of y'all comments and then I'm gonna wrap it up, man. Kangster, peace, God. Zeke 14, salute. Hills in, salute, family. That's a fact, Tone. Making sure we're happy first isn't selfish. Exactly. We not taught, black men are not taught that self-preservation shit till we get older. We not taught that self-preservation shit until we get older. Yep, we have to help ourselves before helping others. That's a fact. Titan TV, salute. That's a fact, Grown Folks TV. For most of us, being miserable is happiness. Because seeing other people happy makes us happy. That means you miserable. Exactly, bro. Facts. Facts, Kingston. You put he was a hard worker. He was a good man. Made sure his fam was good. Everybody loved him. He loved life. Straight out of a textbook. Heard before. Shaking my head. Meanwhile, they didn't know you or your struggle. Facts. Facts. That's a fact. You know how many black men die like that? They die with that. They die with that story being told about them. Nobody really know. No doubt, grown folks. Appreciate you coming through, man. Yeah, a lot of black men die like that, man. Don't even really know what we went through, but everybody got that story. That's a fact, y'all. But I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Much love to y'all, man. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all stay tuned for the next show. I might be back later on tonight. I'm not sure. So y'all stay on the lookout for that. I might come back on a late night for y'all, man. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. Shout out to everybody, man. Much love. Shout out to everybody who hit the super chat. Shout out to everybody who hit the Cash App. Cash App $Sheep Stay Sleep TV. That's the Cash App. Shout out to everybody who donated. Much love. Shout out to the masculine mercenaries in the building. Shout out to all of y'all that came through tonight, man. I appreciate the love and the support. I'm your host, DS1 Ross. You have just tuned in to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And remember, y'all, we are our own agency. We are our own agency. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.